Hi, besties. And we back, and we back, and we back, and we back. Y'all better start telling people how y'all feel. Bestie, how you doing today? How you doing today, bestie? Because I'm doing good. I'm feeling good, okay? I'm just saying, like, I was the type of person that always, like, kept it in. I don't do that no more, bestie. It bring me too much clarity. Like, I be feeling fire. Like, first of all, when it comes to expressing your feelings, emotions, whatever the case is, it's always good to do it respectfully. So don't ever just like blurt it out and randomly, like, you know, just spaz out unless it's necessary. And no, that doesn't mean it's necessary just because somebody looked you up and down. Maybe they just like your outfit and they just shy and they don't know how to say it. Excuse me. Maybe they just shy, like maybe they just don't know, but like at the same time you can be like, hi. How are you? You see how I'm doing it with a smile and not hi. You feel what I'm saying? Because you don't have to be mean about it. Like sometimes you could say like the most gruesomest things, like the most heartbreaking, gut-wrenching things to people, and you can say it in a nice tone. Now you don't always have to, your prerogative, do what you want to do, but honestly with the smile it just comes off a little bit better. Like, yeah, I really don't like your shoes, but I think they look really good on you. It may be a little condescending, but at least you smiled. I like to tell people how I feel nowadays because honestly, if I don't, it's gonna eat me up inside. It's gonna eat me up inside, outside, all the sides. It's just gonna eat me up. And I don't really like holding stuff in because when you hold stuff in, you beat yourself up about it more inside than you do at all when you just say it. Like when you're just like out and about, somebody disrespect you or somebody say something to you that you feel is real crazy, sometimes it's not even worth the response. Sometimes it's just like a okay, like just and walk away is like okay, because sometimes people want a reaction out of you. They want you to be in jail, they want you to lose everything that you have, they want you to, like, I don't know, just be worse than them or be in a messed up position than they think that you already, like, because a lot of people, everybody goes through stuff and everybody's stuff is different based on your tax bracket, your mental state, whatever the case is. There's just always going to be some different stuff going on. But I feel like if you say how you feel the first time, hear me out, if you say how you feel the first time, it'll go much smoother later because now they know, like, all right, you feel that way, and now you know that you express that you feel this way. So if they play in your face again, they did it on purpose, baby. They did it on purpose. Now sometimes people forget, and it's okay to like talk about it, and I feel like communication is really good, especially if you want to rekindle or save the situation as far as relationship, situationship, friendship, whatever the case is, any ships or boats. If you want to fix it, I think you should talk about it, but I think you should express how you feel kindly. And if somebody is choosing to act like they don't know what you're talking about, where you're coming from, what you got going on inside your head, and and you know that they know, but they're choosing not to, walk away. It's not worth your time. It's really not, because they're not emotionally intelligent enough, or they're just not where you are, and they don't want to meet you where you are, and they want you to be the person that you were before, or the person that they thought you was, and that's not who you are. And even though I know sometimes like people are like, oh, I don't want to because I don't want to have no friends. Baby, I haven't had no solid everyday friends in a long time. Like I used to have this friend and we was real cool. Everything was all fine and dandy. We started having our own lives, and they felt offended about something that I had no control over. Nothing. I didn't ever say anything. Nobody really said anything rude or disrespectful. They just felt the way about it. Instead of them trying to have a face-to-face conversation, they tried to check me over the phone as if what they were saying over the phone was gonna make sense or gonna be right. And because I'm a good person, you know, I apologize if they felt offended at all or anything like that, because you know they don't know my people. My people don't really know them for real. But at the end of the day, it was a different way they could have gone about it. And then I started thinking about our friendship. Like, they don't invite me to things, they don't, you know, bring me out, they only call me over when they need help with something or if they want to vent. And I'm like, I'm not your therapist, baby. I go through my own problems every single day. You don't invite me out to parties, you don't ask me to come work out with you, you don't ask me to come do stuff with you. You have your other friends for that. And when I started to be that friend that someone is only using for a specific thing, I just feel a way about that. Like, if you don't invite me out to parties and birthdays and stuff like that, sometimes you know my situation, so you don't invite me because you know my situation, which I appreciate because you're thinking about me. But if it's all the time, even when I'm up, even when I have the time, even when I'm outside, even when I'm doing something and you don't invite me, but I've tried to invite you to things or something like that, and I've talked to you about it, I've communicated about it, we can't be friends no more because you obviously don't want to be my friend. You want to make me a placer. And I never talked to them about it because I felt like they knew, but sometimes they don't know. And even though sometimes they do know, I still didn't talk to them about it, and it kind of eats me up a little bit. But it's like, I also don't want to give them room to try to manipulate me or switch it like, oh no, that was never the case, and then them never change, and I have the expectation that's going to change, and it doesn't. So it be eating me up a little bit, and that's something that I wish that I would have talked to them about, but I don't talk to them about it, and I don't even talk to them. So I don't really, like, it's nothing I can do about it. If I was to bring it up now, it's like, what am I bringing it up for? Because I don't want the friendship no more. So what am I bringing it up for? You know what I'm saying? So don't put yourself in that situation. Don't put yourself in that situation where you're like, maybe this, maybe that, it coulda, shoulda, woulda, and you didn't do it, and now time has gone past you, and now you can't do it anymore. Because then you're gonna be sitting there feeling like, in your head, like, oh, dang, I really shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know what I'm saying? I feel like getting it out, even if it's your family, and I know, like, getting stuff out to your family is really, really hard. I had a long, hard conversation with my mom one time, and a long, hard conversation with my dad one time, and they did not like the conversation. Sometimes there are certain things that we've had long, hard conversations about that they still don't like, and I don't care about it. I've told them, I've expressed it, they've expressed how they felt. We love each other still. It's still a whoop-de-whoop-de-bam. I got it off my chest, though. I used to beat myself up for it, and I don't do that anymore because I got it off my chest. And I feel like, bestie, it helps you breathe better, bestie. It helps you breathe better. It helps you breathe better. Okay? And then I also feel like when you don't say stuff and you're going through it, or if you don't say stuff and you feel a way about stuff, it causes you to have worse mental health. And I don't like the mental health part of it, because like, you could be perfectly fine, and then someone does something to you, and then you try to talk to them about it, and you don't know how to come to them about it, and then you put it inside your chest, and now you're depressed. Or now you have anxiety every time they come around because they made you uncomfortable and you don't know how to say anything about it. And I understand that too. So like, Google is free. Look up conversation cues. Look up ways that you can speak about certain things that are going on in life that could help you communicate with that person, and make sure you understand your boundaries, you express your boundaries, you're clear with it, you look them in their eye, you put your chest up, not like you're better than them or anything like that, but you do it with confidence and respecting yourself, because then that'll make the message clearer. And if that person takes it to the point where you're trying to cuss them out or be like mean or something like that, and you're calm and you're like, hey, you know, this happened, this is how I felt about the situation, I'm not sure if this was your intention, but this is how it made me feel, and they go, well, you're not the problem, love. You're not the problem, baby. You got it off your chest. So when they say what they want to say, it's up to you to stick around, to kick them out, to hear them out. It's really up to you. But if they get to be disrespectful by the mouth, don't fight them, because that's what they want. Don't yell back, because that's what they want. Don't say anything hurtful, because then they'll walk away from the situation and be like, haha, that person said something hurtful to me, so now I'm gonna tell everybody and their mama and their kids and their couch that they said this to me. It don't matter if it's family or foe. You feel what I'm saying? Bessie, you feel what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel about certain things. I just think that, like, in all actuality, you have to say stuff the first time. And I think that, like, sometimes, regardless to if you like say it nicely or not, it's still gonna come off a way if you're being blunt about it. Like, so for instance, I worked with this pathological liar. OMG, that is not fun at all. But my boss was so sympathetic towards this person, like, I just didn't understand it. I was like, why are you so sympathetic towards this person? Some of it has to do with race, but we're not going to get into that, because not everything that I go through has to do with race. But I get it, because if the shoe was on the other foot and it was my race, I would have a little bias too. I'm biased when it comes to black people, and sometimes that is a hindrance to black people, but it is what it is. I don't care. Every race of person has a bias for their own kind of people, and it's okay to have that. Those are your people. That's what you're supposed to love and protect your people, whatever. But she was a pathological liar, and instead, I don't deal with pathological liars at all. I be honest with them, and I give them the truth, and I catch them up in their lies, because they hate that. They don't like that. That's something that makes them very uncomfortable. And we work together, so I tried to keep it respectful and cordial, but I had to record every conversation to make sure that when I said what I said and they said what they said in their retaliation, or I had to record our encounters because we didn't have cameras, that it was, first of all, consensual, and second of all, legal. So that way, when they started to be lying, I can show my boss and be like, they're lying. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to do that. And it was messed up, because not only was she a pathological liar, but she was trying to manipulate the situation. Every time she would cry, like, her tears were supposed to, you feel me? And it felt like I was in a 5th grade all over again with my bully. And every time I went to the principal's office after she bullied me and I beat her up, the waterworks. Where were the waterworks when you were bullying me? You know what I'm saying? So, bestie, say it the first time, not the second time, and don't let them play in your face. Okay, bye. Hi, bestie. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, and follow me on Facebook. Bye.